No experts, no insiders, just fans.
The longest-running weekly, overproduced, under-talented, episodic, sometimes echoing, often infighting wrestling podcast.
Music, please.
He's an angry elf.
Your mom goes to college.
The booty go.
It's still real to me, damn it!
Please, listen to my voice. Take it from the wise old Jew.
And it's Tuesday night. That means it is time for a SmackDown. We're going to react to put it in my guest host of the week's words, a great day. I don't know where the bed disappeared to. It cuts off in the middle suddenly.
Yeah.
This is what it did last night, too.
Yeah, okay, because you fucked it up last night.
Yeah, I'm sure I get blamed for it. But
Yeah.
your title is executive producer. Mine is host.
We'll do that then.
So
Do that.
whose fault is it really?
Who's not doing their job right now?
You. I'm trying to introduce you, executive producer,
Oh.
to the glory that is Tuesday nights.
I'm just going to hang out and listen to you two gentlemen talk, and every once in a while maybe jump in there. But I'm not. Look at you. You set yourself up to interrupt, to try to find the right moment to interrupt, rather than just letting somebody finish their thought.
I'm not even talking.
Now
yet.
I've talked longer than I wanted to about that bullshit. I'm done talking to Adam.
I love when you're in the U-Record studios, I have to say.
Oh, do you?
Do you?
Joining us, in case you wondered what that voice was, that sounds completely different from when we did sound check. That is the Millennial Falcon, Kevin, a.k.a. the shit in the middle.
What do you want me to talk louder? Is that too loud now?
Yeah, now it was too loud. Yeah, you have no idea what sound checks are. I think that's the real reason that Rob gave up this chair, is because he just didn't want to deal with constantly having to change your levels.
Yeah, you're horrible.
You know, I just try to talk in a conversational
You should try
tone.
not to talk sometimes. when you
Yeah,
think
just
about
don't
it.
even talk.
I take back what I said
I have
before.
no idea what's going on.
Teddy's joining us. Daniel Price is here. Juan Rodriguez, Double G Gaming. That's Berto joining us. Stike Leather's here. Let's see who has Bang Bus GM. Jesuark, welcome. Kevin
Teddy.
from Texas is here.
Teddy said you got a new shirt.
I did? No, this isn't new. This is my
No.
Nakamura shirt.
I think what happened was he had a red sock in the wash, and it just changed the color of one of his old shirts.
That's not funny.
No?
No.
Not even a little?
Nah.
Reaching?
Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Where's the sound effect for that?
Right?
Oh,
Yeah.
You're hilarious.
Sound effect boy.
Oh, you want this one?
No.
Is that better?
Juzark. Jesus. How you say that name?
Jesuark.
Oh, I was going the wrong way.
Yeah. That was hilarious, Adam Bangbus says. See, somebody's defending me.
Yeah. He fucks women in a bus for a living. I'm not taking his word as gospel.
What you need to make a good SmackDown is your 3 key ingredients.
Anaconda Vice is asking us, says no Medine.
Nope.
And Perfect 11 joining us. Hey, guys. Perfect 11 back from his hiatus, showing up a couple times in a row now.
Actually, Medine said he'd be here in 20 minutes, so we all know that means about 4 days.
Oh, he did actually text? Oh, no, yeah. He didn't know time.
Hey, Perfect 11 says, hey, guys.
And why you got to call out Bang Bus's credibility?
I'm just saying.
Just because he bangs people in a bus.
It's in the kiss, man.
Well, it's not like he ran over any mailboxes. Our key ingredients tonight, there's a lot of them, just because it's a good show. Topic number 1, it's definitely not Monday. Topic number 2, you see me now. Topic number 3, a bitch named Becky.
Yo.
Topic number 4, RK No Emotion. And topic number 5, that's going to go to Joe Promo.
1.
Number 1, it's definitely not Monday. It's definitely not Monday because, once again, we're doing something with the tag division.
Dude, I'm telling you, I don't get to watch SmackDown that often. because Monday's my night and I got the kids, whatever.
Wifed, kids,
Right,
whatever.
right. So I watched tonight because you're gonna be a little late, and I got to tell you, the first 5-10 minutes of SmackDown were better than an hour of Raw easily. This entire program of I'm like, what the fuck am I watching on Mondays?
This is actually par for the course. Usually the opening segment, provided it's not with Carmella, has always been better than the entire fucking episode of Raw on Tuesdays. Wouldn't you say that, Kevin? That's about true.
Well, the best part about it, too, it's usually either Miz or New Day. And I just like it because they have fun with it. I mean, you don't even have
to fun. Let's bring out Booker, right?
Oh, my King Booker at that. That was great.
But you talk about fun. That was fun. Okay, kayfabe, whatever aside, that was hilarious. Of course, Xavier's reactions to shit,
everything,
the way he sells it is great. Big E doesn't get a nickname at first.
I thought he was going to call him like something sucker, like big sucker,
What was it? Xavier the Wise. What was Kofi?
The Brave.
Kofi the Brave.
Yes.
And Big E. What
Big. Your name is Big.
Your name's E.
Big Cray Cray.
You just went full Saxton.
What the fuck did that even mean?
They also kind of, I don't know if this was a reference back to SNL, but the whole Five Timers Club.
Yeah.
Do you remember when
Chevy
Tom
Chase
Hanks,
and,
it was Tom Hanks, Steve Martin, Elliot
Paul
Gould,
Simon.
and Paul Simon.
Right.
Actually, Conan O'Brien was a writer back then. He had a rare cameo as the waiter.
Yeah.
But they did the Five Timers Club for hosts. Well, we had 5 timers tonight, 4 of them up there.
But we didn't get a 5-time. Booker did like 4 and then he passed out.
Yeah.
But we didn't get all 5.
Who did the best spinneroonie from New Day?
Probably Xavier.
Xavier?
Yeah, I liked his. Although Big E's was funny,
great.
but by then it kind of was going on for a while.
Yeah, they were reaching that moment.
Perfect 11 says, I wish Kofi had been Sir Kofi of Kingston. That would have been funny.
Ooh. You clever little boy, you.
Yeah. I like it. We got Adam, Kevin, and Irish on the show tonight, Teddy says. Not quite.
What the fuck, man?
Is it just me, or did anyone else know the Colognes were still on the SmackDown roster? That's from Steak Leather. I didn't know they were still on there. I don't think they've done anything in forever.
That was blowing me away. I was like, what the fuck? You guys have the Colognes on your show? Was this a first-time thing for you guys?
Oh, in like at least 7-8 months.
Yeah.
I mean, one of them showed up in the Greatest Royal Rumble, but outside of that, I think they both did.
I thought I saw one of the. Didn't they have one of those press releases for one of them, like moving on to future endeavors and shit?
I don't even know.
That was a long time ago.
All right. Well,
and then they didn't even take the pin.
But I'm with Daniel Price here. Why the fuck don't you bring Carlito back? I'm sorry that his brother and his cousin aren't as good, but can we bring back Carlito? I liked Carlito.
I'm not understanding the point of Cesaro and New Day. Why put Cesaro back in a tag picture? Why does WWE always shit all over?
You're talking about giving them the win tonight.
Well, no, I'm talking about no, not at all. Why does WWE shit on all the ready-made tag teams? The actual tag teams, but they reward all these Frankenstein teams. Cesaro was a good run. I'm not going to take anything away.
The Bar.
Right. But actual tag teams like Ascension and Vaudevillains and American Alpha and and Anderson and fucking Gallows. I mean, these are natural tag teams. They should be the one running the division. Why backtrack to Cesaro? What are you going to do with them now? Why?
And the club, I know they had their little shtick when they were doing the Doctor and mocking out John Cena and stuff like that. But they're good on the mic. They can cut a promo. They can wrestle. Yeah. I'm right with you. Perfect 11 has a theory. He says the Ascension wrestled last night and the Colognes tonight. That's just so that they can get their contractually obligated dates for the year out of the way.
The problem.
My thing is, I don't necessarily know about the Frankenstein thing, Rob. I think that the Bar just doesn't fucking need it. There's no reason. They just fought in this last, before Rowan got injured, little tag team tournament for #1 contender. They just fought. Great match. We don't need to see it again so soon. They could have, hey, the Colognes are back. Give them something. On the board, they were citing, Bangbus says, Epico got injured last time they were moving, and that's why they went away.
Okay.
But they are a natural tag team, as Rob said. Give them the nod. You could even have the club and the bar both go away from this match and have an actual feud away from the belt. Provide to the division. Just have a grudge match. Maybe it winds up on the pre-show to Hell in a Cell. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's just a SmackDown-only feud.
Yeah.
But you could have something there and give the Colognes who aren't on TV a push. Otherwise, why book them? What's your thoughts, Kevin?
I don't think the Colognes are seen anywhere near as dangerous as the Bar or even
The Bar.
Gallows and Anderson.
That's why you let them squeak through in a triple threat, just like B-Team got to the titles. You let them squeak through.
B-Team are funny. The Colognes have no gimmick.
Yeah, they're nothing.
This is why it bothers me that they didn't take the pin, because Gallows and Anderson now look even weaker. And they kind of look strong in that match. I thought, they both had some good spots.
They never get behind the
Colognes
club.
are never going to be more than what they are. They never will.
At this point, probably.
Just saying, some wrestlers or tag teams, they have their ceiling. They have where they're going to go, and that's all they're ever going to go that way. Greg the Hammer Valentine was never going to be in the world title hunt.
Right.
But you can fuck around with the IC belt a little bit, That's all right.
My thing, though, is they had a little bit of some recognition and stuff, and then they repackaged themselves, or they repackaged them as the El Matadores, or whatever the fuck that was, and had the little midget bull.
That was great.
No. It killed any momentum they had. Similar to Bludgeon Brothers.
They don't have enough charisma to have momentum.
Good Brothers were vicious in Japan. They're so watered down now. That's from Daniel Price. Yeah. Nerd. Let's see. I'm with Rob. The psychology should be that the synergy that experienced tag teams have with each other should supersede the individual talents of single guys and thrown together teams. It's a great point.
Amen.
You could have LOD beat like Sting and Taker because LOD, they're just natural talent. They know how to work as a unit.
And they're going to bump heads.
Yeah, and they don't know when to tag. They miss their spots. They're not used to working together. Their egos won't be put aside. The tag team should always win, the natural tag team,
right?
Not the Frankenstein, no matter the talent of the individuals.
I agree.
Yeah, but at this point, Cesaro and Sheamus, the Bar, they're an established tag team.
Not the point, and no, they're not.
No.
They've had belts.
No.
One has 4 heavyweight championships, a Money in the Bank, a Rumble victory. No.
And he's also in the twilight of his career, so he probably has one good year.
Doesn't matter. It absolutely does not matter.
Nope.
He is a multi-time heavyweight champ that they Frankensteined at the end of a best-of-7 series between the two of the guys to make them a team. It was Foley's last act as GM is the only significance of it.
Yeah, but they had a good title run on Raw.
They've had the titles a couple times. It doesn't make a fuck. It's still Frankenstein.
Don't make a fuck.
I think once you have a team name,
you think that's your first problem.
You're established.
Thinking. That's your first problem.
Yeah, Kevin, you got problems.
They're better than the Eaters of Worlds or whatever.
Go to the board one last time. Let's see. Cesaro needs to get a singles push. Stike, I've been saying that forever. I thought hopefully Cesaro's push would be getting the case this year. That's what I predicted a year ago, but I was way the fuck wrong, unfortunately. Was Nakamura on the show tonight? Anaconda Vice says, I don't think he was.
Nope.
Unless we fast-forwarded through him.
Didn't see him.
So let's go on to number 2.
Number 2.
You See Me Now. We got Andrade Cien Almas. Probably everybody of any worth that Almas faces right now is a little bit of a dream fantasy match for me. But him and Daniel Bryan.
You know what? And again, I don't watch SmackDown a lot, but I don't know if this match was extraordinary to what you normally get or if this was par for the course. But these two, what a great match.
Oh,
what a really killer match. Yeah.
Almas has been so smart booked as of late. They've put him in a lot of featured positions where, he lost to AJ. Okay, AJ's a champ. You're going to lose the champ. He beat Rusev clean. Yeah, there was a little bit of distraction, so you save Rusev because Aiden fucked up and distracted him. So you save Rusev and you give Almas the pin. And then tonight, I was thinking as this match is going on, Daniel Bryan cannot pin Almas clean. He cannot make him submit. It'll kill any momentum he has. but also I don't see them giving Almas the win. How do you get out of this booking? Well, here comes the Miz, DQ. That's how you get out.
He even answers his own questions, right?
Now,
I had like 4 moments I tried to get in there. Did you have any that you tried to get in?
I've learned
you just let him go.
Wait, yeah.
Why didn't you?
Why didn't we want? It can't get anything in.
Worthless host over there. Kevin, what do you have to say?
I actually didn't like the finish. I wanted Almas to get a pin off of some Miz distraction. I thought when Bree got pushed into the the steel pole, I thought Brian was going to break the hold.
It's one thing to let him pin Rusev clean off a distraction. Brian, that'd be tough because he's a former champ. He hasn't pinned one of those yet. They'll make a big deal of it. Rob?
You watch your fucking mouth, Juan.
Well, the reason why I'm making a big deal out of it is because it was a great match. I mean, hard-hitting, great spots. Both guys look strong. Brian, I've criticized him for looking rusty. He looked great.
He did look good. Match. Yeah, he looked really good tonight.
Really he's been looking strong. I want to say the last month or so, he's been looking really strong. Good opponents and great matches.
Yeah, Juan says Almas is the new Tito Santana. He's not going anywhere. I say damn you for that comment. Yeah, it's horrible.
Juan's just hating.
That's what he does.
Almas versus Brian. Fucking fantastic. Perfect 11 says.
Yeah.
Those two could headline a pay-per-view tomorrow. And Kashmir joining us. He says, I wish that was 20 minutes on a pay-per-view. I would watch it. Yeah. I would watch a feud that way.
Yeah.
By the way, they both have wives. They both have manager handlers. One is a wife. The other is just the valet, if you will.
One is great on the mic. The other just
has to talk for her ESL client.
No, Bree sucked on the mic. She was terrible.
She was so obviously acting. I mean, so fucking obviously acting.
Speed round. The reason I played this real quick,
because I played it real quick because I didn't want you guys to talk.
I've been predicting that Bayley and Sasha are going to have women's tag belts on Raw. Is SmackDown getting an intergender division? I brought it up last week. I'm going to bring it up again to you guys. Are they getting a division? We got 5 male and female kind of teams being featured week after week now. Are they getting a division, a championship?
I loved it on Facebook.
No.
I've been loving it every week on SmackDown. I'd say go for it. I don't care what people say.
Really?
So you're going to have intergender belts?
Are you fucking crazy?
Yeah, so like an intergender tag team championship over here. A women's tag team championship on Raw. So
no. I want a women's on SmackDown as well.
Oh, fuck no. There's not enough women over here.
Too many belts, man.
There's two. Dude, the UK.
Lana will never get the belt.
The UK just announced women's belts.
Zelina will never get the belt.
Yeah, but they only have one other belt.
Okay, but the UK will get tag titles soon.
Okay, so there's your standard. What? You got your upper card men, upper card women. You got your tag for the men, and you got a mid card for the men.
If the roster's big enough, like NXT is, to give a mid card. But Cruiserweight 205 Live is going to get. They're going to get a tag belt. Watch. There'll be fucking 25 champions at all times across all brands.
This is incredibly insane.
Right.
When you really look at it. Like, how many fucking titles?
It's getting out of hand. Let's see. They don't need an intergender division, Kevin says. Of course. Wait.
Ooh.
Kevin from Texas.
Good plug. I heard you, Kevin.
He says they don't need an intergender division.
Thank you.
Of course they don't need it, Kevin. The problem is it's probably what they're giving us.
Now, look, you're seeing 3 really good teams, intergender teams, go at it in a great, a really well-produced rivalry kind of situation. And it kind of worked this way. It's worked its way out tonight really well. But calm down about the intergender. They just used that to their advantage tonight. That is not the sign of things to come.
Put it on Facebook.
Really, there is. Wait. I don't want to put you in your place too much here. You just think that it's not a sign of things to come or anything. There is a match between them coming up at the next pay-per-view, Hell in a Cell. Miz and Daniel Bryan with their wives in an intergender match. You have Rusev and Lana working together. At times you've had Naomi working with her husband as well. They're all there.
It is bound.
And now you have Vega and Almas again.
This is a natural progression of the women coming into wrestling. that you're going to have people who, oh, guess what? They're married, they're dating in real life, and they're working together on wrestling and in kayfabe, and then they want to use that to their advantage for their storyline. So they put them together in some kind of way, and then so it's a natural progression now that the women are getting. This is how the women are getting more involved, and as there becomes more women in the ranks, if they stop being 10%, and next thing you know they're 22% of the roster, then shit changes again.
I'm just trying to get you to admit that it's a possibility and that the signs are there. I'm not just coming off with something out of my ass.
I do not believe that you're right.
Kevin, you see signs there. Right or wrong, you see at least some signs of it.
Yeah, and I like it. I mean, I hate to, again, harp on a beat point, but like those Facebook matches, I don't even remember what it was called. Those were fun. They weren't overproduced.
It was
they
the
were
mixed tag challenge.
Yeah, mixed tag challenge. And the wrestlers were just having fun with it. I actually enjoyed it.
But the TV product would suck, man.
Stike says if you do that, you got to bring up Johnny and Candace.
Yeah.
I don't know,
then you
5
have,
minutes.
Montez and Bianca.
Yeah, there you go. All married couples.
I would rather see a mixed tag segment than a 205 Live segment on Raw.
Really? Have you watched 205 Live lately?
No. Because the wrestling is good. I don't care about it.
You don't care about the wrestling?
Wow.
I do care about
That's one of the dumbest things you've ever said.
The wrestling is good, but it's stale. It's a stale product.
Okay, wait. Stop. Fucking hold on there, echo chamber man. No. How are you going to call something a dead product when you don't watch it?
I did watch it.
When?
And then I stopped.
When did you watch it?
When it first came out.
Oh, my God. It has changed so incredibly much.
And then Neville walked out. And
no. As soon as Enzo left, they've built it into a really, really good thing.
I don't watch it religiously, but I enjoy it. One, the matches are sick. But
the matches are good.
But they have storylines, too.
And also, them no longer being any part of Raw has been to their benefit, I think, as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
They got themselves a little regal figure.
You're fucking cray-cray, bro.
Yeah, you just.
Maybe I'll give it another shot. I haven't watched it.
Okay, peer pressure.
This is the only time I agree with
that's
Teddy.
The problem.
Teddy says it's the only time I agree with Kevin. Hell has frozen over. It was called the Mixed Match Challenge. Stike wants to correct me. Yeah. Cien Souls joining us. He says, but those are just mixed matches. The men don't hit the women, and WWE will never let that happen. Maybe with Candace.
Never say never.
Maybe with Candace, that would be awesome.
I mean, maybe not in 20 years, but never say never.
Cashmere, I love this one. Just what WWE needs more is championships, so we can have more of them defended on pre-shows. He's right.
Hey, seriously, Mud Report. More on that.
Oh, shut up. Quit teasing the Mud Report, because by the time we get there, it's not going to be worth the tease.
Why would you tell him to not tease something about our show?
Because he's going to tease something.
Don't talk about what you're going to do later.
He's going to tease something, and then it's not going to be delivered. He's like,
Excuse
hey, I got a horse cock, and he gets home, and it's a little
ass.
thumb.
Okay.
Anyway, anything else to go on here? Daniel Bryan and Miz, moving on, of course. I think this is just a one-off for Almas to be working with Miz. I don't think it's a faction or anything like that.
No.
That's
what I was saying.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't listening to you.
Number 3.
Number 3, a bitch named Becky. So Carmella puts on probably the match of her career?
Bitch. Sorry, I had to do it.
Oh my God, she looks strong.
Yeah, she did.
I wonder how long she was saving that, because she should have been wrestling like that
Yo, bitch.
before tonight.
She's learned. Yeah, no, she's definitely been practicing those spots. Either that or Charlotte just made her look fantastic.
Justin on Twitch joining us.
It reminds me of the first time with you, Adam, the first time that I actually just went, the fuck are you talking about right now? When all the times before that, I kind of was like, yeah. What's he talking about? Move on. I have no ending to this.
I just like letting you hang yourself now.
I know.
I used to let Brian do that. He was the best. Now you're better.
Sorry.
You know what that means?
No.
You don't?
No.
Hey, everybody. Rob wins.
That's all that means.
Oh, cool.
Kevin, you want to chime in about a bitch named Becky?
Oh, what a mic drop moment that was when she was just like, I'll have my title back, you bitch. And the crowd is going absolutely wild. I mean, she can't. What are the announcers going to say? What's she going to do? The crowd went wild for her, which is awesome.
The only question that comes to my mind, really the only one is, will she dye her hair back black again?
No,
I know that's gossipy
no.
and kind of total diva-ish, but I'm like, you didn't like her with black hair?
I think
I
as
like
long
her
as
with red.
because the proximity, not character-wise, but the proximity, you already got the goth in Paige. If you make her go all black and steampunk, it's going to be too similar.
She did in NXT. She was.
Yeah, Paige wasn't there when she did it in NXT, is my point.
Well, I don't know.
You know, they want their mold of Barbie dolls that they can have.
This really wasn't that big of a topic. You can move on.
I already am.
She needs new music. They gotta Nakamura that shit.
Yeah, you need you need something too. I don't know, like inject some personality.
4.
RK No Emotion. Speaking of no emotion, what do you think of this one, Kevin?
I think it had just about as much emotion as your last joke there.
Right.
That was a good one.
Millennial Falcon. You should go to 100 Acre Woods and meet Eeyore. Be like looking in a mirror.
So
Is that a rape joke?
No. It's a Winnie the Pooh joke, and the fact that he sounds kind of like Eeyore.
Oh, I thought you were saying that Eeyore was going to rape him.
No.
Eeyore.
no,
Board wanted to talk more
this
about
whole-
Becky. Sorry, executive producer said we can't.
I did not.
this whole Randy Orton Jeff Hardy thing is finally for me getting a little stale because you have two guys who just, I don't know. Randy Orton can cut a promo, I guess, when it's written for him or when he's shooting. I don't know.
The magic
tonight was
The
awkward.
magic of Jeff Hardy's return to WWE has faded, right? Oh yeah, we got these. Yeah, Jeff Hardy's here. Yeah, cool. And Randy, where Randy is a nostalgic, like, oh fucking cool, Randy Orton's here. Is nothing on either one of these. I'm going, oh, I can't wait for this fucking match.
I was excited for it. I was super excited when Randy Orton came out and did his whole, nobody respects me, blah blah blah.
Right.
And
Handy squirting.
But I have to say that what I just said was just them having a match. But the fact that it's Hell in a Cell, I'm like, oh, okay, now I'm fucking totally in.
Okay, can I correct both of you?
No.
They're not having a match in a cell. They're having a match at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you positive?
I'm more positive than you.
didn't he say, "I'll see you
He said, I'll
in
see
hell?
you in hell.
in hell in a cell"?
Yeah, he did.
No.
Yes.
Board, Stike, you're out there somewhere. Fucking help me, because I'm pretty sure I'm right.
He didn't say at hell.
He said, I'll see you in hell at Hell in a Cell.
No, are you sure?
He's wrong. You're wrong, Adam. Somebody fucking tell us on the board. You're wrong.
Stike says, going to say it now. Jeff does the swanton off the cell. I'll fucking look it up while you guys talk amongst yourselves.
Stike Mother just talked about it as if it was going to happen.
Now, here's my problem with this whole rivalry is that Jeff pulled out his Willow or whatever face paint after Nakamura gave him,
Transform me with
Look at my Willow. Woohoo.
after Nakamura gave him a low blow. He should have saved it if they knew that this feud was coming. This would have been the perfect time for Jeff to transform.
Yeah, why did
Transform
Jeff
me
make the broken reference and then do the delete things at the end of the promo? Are they breaking him?
Delete.
Nakamura broke him, and then Nakamura freaking disappeared with his belt somewhere. It's this whole thing.
Okay, so my argument was built on the fact that I did not think that they would do 2 Hell in a Cell matches. And
Confirmed.
And I thought that Joe and Styles were going to be in the cell,
No,
but it is
no.
not. It's Orton and Hardy.
No,
you were right.
Yeah, they clearly said Joe and
I got to eat a big bag of I'm a fucking idiot. Wrong.
He just said you were right. You need to capture that.
I don't know how to respond to that.
No, I was talking to you, Kevin.
Oh, thank you.
I said you were right.
Fuck off.
He just piggybacked your right point.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, see you in hell. All right. The board's all correcting me, too. Say thanks you, Justin. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks the other Kevin. Stike. Yeah, okay. Fuck, I'm wrong. Teddy is way more wrong because he says bring RJ Black back.
You fucked up. You fucked up.
You fucked up? Is that what you want to start chanting?
You fucked up.
All right. Speaking of that chant, let's just move on.
5.
Joe promo.
Daddy's hungry.
Kevin, you talked about how great this promo is for Joe. And I want to segue off this amazing promo to you, Kevin. If he doesn't win the belt, this promo means nothing.
Yeah, and I agree completely. The promos have been Why do you have to do that when I'm talking? Because I can't concentrate.
Sorry.
What's wrong? You can't concentrate?
This is Roderick Strong, and I approve this message.
I asked you a question, Kevin. Why can't you answer it?
This is Roderick Strong, and I approve this message.
Come on, Kevin, you can do it. RJ Black here. You can do it.
They're apparently
Get through it.
you guys fucking suck.
Cheers.
Well, you swallow. So
apparently,
come on, get through it.
apparently, behind the scenes, a lot of people are happy with Joe's promo work, and they are debating putting the belt on him.
Oh, Teddy's going nuts. RJ's here. Finish your thought, Kevin, so someone else can talk.
Tonight sucked. There was no Roman Reigns. Damn it. That's my man.
Cheers, fuckface.
Cheers.
Kevin, finish thought.
I have no more points.
Roman Reigns, guy with the wettest hair.
That's my wake-up alarm.
There you go, RJ. RJ, how do you feel about Reigns being champ?
I am skiddly diddly 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 doos happy about it.
Is that what you think?
Yes, it is, Rock.
It doesn't matter what
It does matter what I think. I'm RJ Black, and Roman Reigns is fantastic. Yes.
What?
What?
Bang, bang.
I just figured we got all these people chiming in about the showdown, all these old wrestlers. Why not get them to chime in about whatever Rob's talking about?
Yes, exactly right. Yes,
I don't think I've ever met RJ Black. It's my first time.
I'm here now. Let's talk some wrestling, boys and girls.
I have
Come on.
no idea what's going on.
What is happening?
Anyway, so Joe, I asked you a question, Kevin, before I get RJ's answer. Joe's
He has
promo
to-
work is fucking garbage if he can't back it up. He turns into Bray Wyatt.
That's a good point, but then again, Nakamura talked a big game, and AJ pulled the whole "you're not a man." So
Yeah,
this is just kind of
and Knock
continuation.
and Knock stalled out. Knock got a count out to protect him. Knock got DQ to protect him. Then he started losing clean, and Knock is in the U.S. title picture as their champion.
Knock America.
Knock America. I don't give a fuck. Is that where you see Joe?
I don't care.
Is that where you see Joe
That's-
going? Because if
that's
Joe
where-
doesn't get the belt this time around,
That's where I worry that they're gonna do. I don't think it will happen because they're clearly showing AJ
That's
being
RJ.
frazzled.
That's RJ.
RJ.
Yeah.
RJ,
Yes.
do you think that Joe is in danger of becoming Bray Wyatt if he can't back the great promo we put up tonight, like getting the belt?
Are you crazy? Joe's so horrible, and Bray is the greatest thing ever. I don't know why you'd ask me that question. Move on. I have nothing.
Adam, what do you think?
Berto says that RJ is a South Park parody of Rob. Cashmere says Joe
Cheers,
should bring out Claire Lynch from TNA. You mean kind of like all the shit Joe talked, then job to Reigns? Daniel Price wants to point out, thank you. Somebody out there is understanding what I'm saying. Joe has already been through this.
Joe.
I'm not just calling him Bray Wyatt because this is the first time around. I'm calling him Bray Wyatt because I'm worried that this is the third time around. I think they've kept it on Styles this long for the sake of Joe taking it. Daniel Price, I hope you're right. I don't trust that you are. Not calling out your own credibility, calling out Vince.
This is Roderick Strong, and I approve this message.
And I think Joe's earned the opportunity to be the next champion, Perfect 11. I agree that he's earned it. Does that mean they'll give it to him?
There are rumors that backstage people do want Joe to be champion because he's been doing so well with this.
Yeah, of fucking course.
How many
please.
ex-NXT guys that were champions in NXT have been champions?
Right now, I think it's just KO
Oh, yeah, he had a good run.
and Finn. No, Finn had the Universal
Seth
for a
had
minute.
the title.
Oh, that's right. Seth was the first. So there's
Roman.
three. Roman never had a title.
He never had a title.
Dean never had a title.
Roman was in fucking NXT for no time.
Yeah.
Roman
I mean,
has the
think about the other
title.
champs.
From
Knock
NXT?
is a champ.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Just go over the other main roster champs. You got Sammy, you got Knock, you got Bo Dallas, you got Big E. None of them have sniffed a heavyweight championship.
Right.
I think the list is just those three.
Finn had the Universal.
Yep. I think it's Finn,
Rollins,
Rollins,
and
KO.
KO.
That's your only three.
So Joe would be the fourth.
Yep.
That's significant.
Out of, what, 16? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it seems like Bobby Roode will be there soon enough.
Yeah,
no,
I forgot about Bobby.
No, Bobby Roode has not been booked properly.
He's got a lot
Drew
of climbing.
McIntyre has a chance to be there before him. Bo Dallas right now has a chance to be there before Bobby Roode. Let's see. Adam, I agree, but all of those shots Joe had were on Raw. He was never going to be the top guy on a show with Brock and Roman. Perfect 11 says. You know, that's a very good point, but he hasn't quite gotten over here until now. I kind of like his work with Paige, where they're not really like together, but they're working together for ratings. It's a weird dichotomy. What do you think about that one, RJ?
I didn't hear you at all.
Knock sniffed the championship, Kevin says. Yeah, he sniffed it. He sniffed it when Jinder had it, and he sniffed it when AJ had it, and he didn't get shit.
Nothing.
Yeah, and now they're not letting him really do much to prove that he can be a good champion, and that's what
You fucking flip-flop. A minute ago, you were defending how Knock America is so great. Now you're saying he's not really doing anything?
He's not on TV. He has promos, and then that's it. He didn't even have a promo this week.
And Kevin from Texas and Berto, I know that Knock was nose deep in the championship. He had, I think, 7 opportunities in a 9-month span against 2 different champions, and he didn't win. No, it was probably a year span. But he had 7, and he didn't win any of them.
It's because he can't cut a promo.
He couldn't even beat your stupid fucking back-kneed
your stupid
Shanti.
Shanti.
At least Shanti can cut a promo.
In what world?
Better than you.
You
I
guys,
mean, Shanti is better than
Your
Kevin.
mom goes to college.
You know who else Shanti actually is better than?
Make a good lucha thing.
That was out of nowhere, right?
what was that?
That was. Don't worry about it. Don't.
SmackDown presents
Good. Bad. And
Go ahead. Make my day.
I'm glad we still got something that's glorious.
I got something glorious the other day when I bought some items on collarandelbowbrand.com and put in the promo code, marked out, all caps, one word. I saved 10% of my order. It's set to arrive on Thursday. I'm excited.
You know, and also
Marked
somebody hit me up in Twitter today in the DMs about this, asking if they could use the code multiple times.
Why couldn't you?
You can.
Yeah.
As many times as you need. He was asking because some of the things were out of stock and back ordered. You can go
noticed that.
back a second time.
Yeah.
They'll get restocked up, and you'll be ready to get it.
Hey, buy all the items individually, so you get 10% off of every item.
Yeah.
Which should be the same if you put them all together, but it's fun that way, right?
Yeah, Rob clearly
Multiplication.
does not understand math.
I don't know math.
Berto says, hey, I had a question about collar and elbow. I think I just answered your question because you were the one who DM'd me, but whatever. We got the good, we got the bad, we got the glorious. He says, never mind. I was ahead of you. Creative fail, LOL. Those are our 5 awards. Rhodey, Tuesdays are good, so I'm going to start with you for the good.
I'm going to shock you. Maybe. I'm going to put Carmella.
Maybe. Whoa.
I mean, I'm not saying her wrestling was perfect, but her and Charlotte had a really good match tonight, and it was not all Charlotte that did it. Carmella was good for her.
Yeah. All right. You know what? Just for you, because you're the guest host.
Okay.
Fuck, that was loud. Kevin, I know you're not getting a coin, so
I also had Carmella, but I'm going to go beyond that. And Carmella actually looking strong in a match. I don't think they've really showed it.
That's exactly what I said.
You just said Carmella.
Is that what I did? Did I just stop? Did I? Is that? Never mind.
No, he just wasn't listening.
Okay.
I was listening. Check the tape,
You said
fucking
she
Kevin.
looked good. I say she looked strong. She
Check
looked like
I said more than
tape.
she looked good.
a legitimate title contender.
Oh my God, I hate him so much.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. My good. Fucking Becky. You might try to elevate it beyond good, but the fact that I'm giving a positive award to a female shows how good she is.
Adam sold
As
out.
this heel.
Adam sold out. Adam sold out.
Yeah, you did.
Come on, you can't deny that she's been great lately.
Don't tell me. I've been on the girls' side forever.
I've only been on her side since she went
Watching
heel.
you just shit from your glorious fucking mountain right down to the girls. Just the inception of their division.
Justin says Booker T. Since the evolution of the shit. Good King Booker. That's for Kashmir.
Yeah.
When is the New Day going to get old and boring? I don't know.
Shut up.
Carmella, she's been a great character, but tonight she really stepped up her game in the ring. Probably the best match of her career, Perfect 11. I got 3 people in a circle jerk about how great Mella was. She must have been good. Good. Teddy says Andrade and
Oh man,
Brian.
I have no idea what's going on.
I think the New Day are like Anchorman, the Legend of Ron Burgundy. It's just funny every time I watch it, and
whammy.
At no point has it gotten old. So there's your answer. I don't know if Caddyshack's never gotten old.
Oh, well, Caddyshack will never get old.
So New Day, they're just funny.
It's a candy bar. I think it's Baby Ruth.
Yeah. Although I wouldn't mind seeing a heel turn for Small.
Oh, no way. New Day keeps reinventing what they do, and that's what I love about them. They never get stale.
Yeah.
They never do the same thing.
Yeah, they're not anything like you. That's what I like about them.
That's basically what I was saying.
Bad. Kevin, you got to kick off the bad when you're here because you're bad.
No Knock America. What are they doing with the U.S. title?
Fucked if I know.
And who can he even feud with?
I don't know who else is left.
I've been thinking they've already fucking dissolved that bitch for years. I mean, honestly.
It's not Vince's creation. If any of the belts, if you rank them, I know Rob wants to talk about divisions and which belts are viewed as equal and all that. In Vince's eye, there is one belt below all others, and that is that U.S. fucking title. It's the one he did not create.
Vince's eye, he doesn't give a shit one way or the other. They're all props to him.
Yes, but that's the prop he didn't create.
But the thing is, they could just do a Knock comes out and does an open challenge. Seth does that. At least they can give him a match. It's just, it's frustrating.
Ninja, please.
He could beat the shit out of somebody, and I'd be happier.
What's your bad over there, Mr. Rody?
Let's see. Oh, we couldn't hear New Day on commentary. I don't know where the fuck they were streaming at their announce table, but we get stuck listening to fucking Fuck Your Face Phillips and his little crew, and we can't listen to fucking New Day. Come on, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think we got like.
Now they did that once before, and I was fucking pissed too. The last time, because at least last time they cut to them a couple times, but the three of them were doing. If you did hear it, Rody, was like Southpaw regional wrestling style announcing, like old ass. Like they were in full character. You saw Kofi Kingston's promo a little bit ago when he was acting, like that old style announcer.
Yeah.
How do you hear it though? Do we just miss that?
I think they had it on their little YouTube channel or wherever. They had to have it somewhere.
Yeah, I looked on that up, down, down. Couldn't find it.
I don't know. Maybe they were streaming on Facebook Live. I don't know.
Twitch, maybe.
My bad. I'm going to get some comments for this, but Hardy's character. Hardy can't decide between Willow, between Too Extreme Jeff, between crazy I want to paint and be a music star Jeff.
I want to be like my brother and be broken Jeff.
Yeah, pick a fucking gimmick. He is an amalgamation of his entire career's worth of gimmicks.
I thought he was drunk tonight.
He might have been. It wouldn't be the first time.
All he does is
come on and fight me. Get out of the bar, get in the parking lot, and fucking fight me now.
Okay. No.
I think it's funny. The Iconics get a win tonight, but everybody's shitting on him on the board. Stike, Teddy, Justin all gave their bad to him. So did Perfect 11. He said, I love the Iconics, but the match was a total botch fest. Well, you had the Ratchet Raver in there. Good brothers.
The match wasn't great, but I love what they're doing when they come out to the ring. The crowd hates them. They did their Toronto Raptors, not going to win a championship because they suck.
Easy one too.
And then they reacted perfectly when the crowd started.
Extremely broken Willow.
When the crowd started chanting, "Let's go Raptors," they pouted and they say the future's looking iconic. I thought they did a great job. I don't know what they're watching.
Bad for Cashmere zooming in on Jeff Hardy's eyes. Some of us would like to avoid nightmares, you fucks.
Better than zooming in on his
ear.
And
we got some competition here for Bad from the board to win this one. Good Brothers jobbing again. That's bad for Daniel Price.
Man.
That's an honorable mention. The winner of this is going to be very simply Berto, and Double G Gaming wins this. Bad, they are promoting 3 different pay-per-views all at once, and it's annoying.
Oh, my
Think
God.
about it.
Yeah, he's right.
He is. I didn't think about it till he put it out there. Guess what,
Jesus.
Berto?
what's the third one?
We got Hell in a
yeah,
Cell.
the women.
Prove this method.
New Zealand Women's and Hell in a Cell. Wow. You can't even keep it straight. This is the same shit that, remember when Backlash and Greatest Royal Rumble were being booked?
Oh,
if they had added a women's pay-per-view then, that's what this is like.
They are
3 coins and a Roddy.
They're over fucking doing it.
Well deserved.
Wow.
Yeah, he won that one. Let's go to the next one. It is glorious. I'm going to kick this one off because I'm glorious. It's Almas and Bryan. I know the match didn't see a conclusion, but the work that the two of them just showed in a microcosm of what that could be in a rivalry, Kevin, gets my glorious award. What do you got?
I gave it to that too. That was like
damn. You agree with me now? I got to second guess myself.
Strong style match. I mean, those chops were vicious. The knees, and then Andrade. You think he's gonna break his neck when he flips over the ring?
Oh my God, that fall over the ring was fucking. It was insane.
Scary.
I thought he. I was like, fuck. Did he just break his neck? He just rolled right the fuck off it.
So that's mine. That's Kevin's. What's yours, Rody? RJ.
What was the award?
RJ Rody Glorious.
Becky. You bitch. Becky, yeah. Becky fucking, yeah. I want black hair Becky.
Yes. Glorious. Heel Becky getting babyface pops. That's from DP.
Well, remember, it's Canada.
Well, remember.
Everything's backwards in Canada.
Well, don't forget also that if you have an adult-heavy crowd, they're going to cheer the heels.
Yeah.
You're going to have a kid-heavy crowd. They're going to cheer the faces.
Right.
Glorious. Becky fucking Lynch for Stike. Becky for Cashmere.
Yeah.
Brian and Bree for Justin.
Oh, fuck off.
Becky dropping the bitch bomb. Not forced like when Roman does it. That's what Double G Gaming says. It wasn't forced.
Justin, Brian and Bree, is he trolling right now?
I don't know.
Why? Why are they the glory?
New Day and King Booker. Teddy.
King Booker.
Brian and Almost Perfect 11. Almost might have just cemented himself as one of the best workers out there right now. I feel Perfect 11 brings up a point.
A woman.
I feel that Almost, if he's being tested, he's had good matches with Rusev, Bryan, and AJ in the last month. I think he's fucking passing whatever test they're giving him.
Oh, I think he's so valuable right now. He is putting people over and making it look good. And he's going to be rewarded for that because he does make it look good.
He's doing what right now Velveteen Dream's role on NXT. Finally got the win. He kind of has filled the shoes of Almas, even beat him.
Yeah, I don't think your analogy is really good, but yeah, he's
a guy who was losing, but you don't think of him as losing because the match was so good.
Velveteen Dream lost like a match though.
He lost everyone until he won EC3 at Takeovers.
That's not true at all.
This was his first win at a Takeover this past time.
Are you sure?
Yep. Check the tape.
I think he beat who's the last feud he had?
The one before this one?
Yeah.
It was
he lost to Andrade not Andrade. He lost to Alistair.
Lost to Alistair.
The name.
Then he was in the ladder match. That was at WrestleMania with everybody, the North American.
Okay.
And then he lost to Ricochet. And then he beat EC3. Those are the last 4 takeovers.
Apparently he beat Cassius Ohno.
That's nothing.
Yeah. That was when he first started, and that was a thrown together last thing.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Good talk.
Creative fail.
Yeah. Creative fail. Booking Kevin. Oh, sorry. What was yours, Kevin?
Well, Rob might have had the same one I had, so I'll let you go first because I used your words.
Oh, Justin. Shots fired on the Angry Elf. He says they had an awesome promo, Rob. You're making me feel like an angry elf.
He's an angry elf.
Bree and Daniel Bryan, you were giving him hell about it.
What?
I'm just saying.
An awesome promo?
You're glorious. Yeah, an awesome promo. No, really.
What?
Let me rewind myself. What the fuck are you talking about? An awesome promo. I mean, she sounded like she was. She wanted if she could have screamed script, line. She was so.
And then I punched Miz in the face.
Right, because I'm a cool hippie chick. Smile to the camera, look awkward. Okay, so now let's have some more fighting. Yay! Well, that's why Daniel comes in to save the day. She's bad, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's really bad.
If you're into the tofu thing, fucking knock yourself out. I'm just saying, I'm not down.
And can we just say no more Andrade on the mic?
Oh, fuck no, I love it.
Understand that.
It's a different language. You're not supposed to understand
He should talk in Spanish. He tried talking in English.
He did talk in Spanish.
I want to see some
he tried talking in English.
I want to see some fake Family Feud skit. Put 5 English-speaking SmackDown Live people on one side, and the 5 that don't on the other side, like put Almas over there, put Knock, put whoever else is on the roster.
Where are you going with this?
I don't know. I just think it'd be funny.
You didn't set anything up.
Yeah, that would be a creative fail, Adam.
Yeah, it was okay.
How do you like that?
What's your creative fail, RJ, Angry Elf?
I had trouble finding one until I got to Cesaro. I just don't understand why bring them back into the top of the tag division. I don't get it.
I agree with you.
Okay.
I mean, it's not my creative fail, but I agree with you.
I have one.
Yes.
All right, go for it.
Rob, we discussed this. No Fade to Black as Becky's walking out after her awesome bitch comment. The crowd is going nuts for her. Instead, what do? They show a replay of it, and then they fade. They go back to Charlotte sitting in the ring. The crowd's booing for her, which isn't good. And then they fade to black. Totally missed.
Maybe they just missed the time
all the
cue.
momentum.
I don't know. Rob brought this up last night, and I think he was right there too. Roman at the end should have said nothing when him and Braun's exchange was done. Braun said it, and you know, instead they do the handshake at the end, and it ruined it. It should have had that exclamation point, and they went nowhere. Creative fail for me is Mella learning to handle herself in the ring one title run too late. Daniel Price, Kevin, they say creative fail, no Asuka. Creative fail, Brie Bella as a free agent like John Cena now. We got to go with the Bellas on both shows all the time. That's for Kashmir. Knox English is better than Kevin from Texas's, he wants to point out. Anaconda Vice says he spoke on Spanish and spat some English in it also, so it was kind of Spanglish, Vice wants to correct. Hardy Orton promo. Perfect 11's agreeing with me on that creative fail. Cologne's tag team tournament.
Hardcore literature.
Stike.
You're reading the whole board. Huh?
Yeah, they had some good ones on there.
Yeah, you read all of them.
Bang Bus has the best creative fail. He says they're not going to do a bra and panties match at Evolution.
Oh, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
LOL. Reading the entire fucking board.
LOL. Who's up?
I don't know. You tell us.
I got a pretty good kick out of Big E's comment when he said King Booker was going full Saxton. I don't know exactly what it meant.
It was dick.
Hilarious.
You're a dick. I like that one though. You get a coin for that, Kevin. A rare coin. Rody.
My LOL was during the Naomi and what's her fucking face? And the Naomi
Billie
match.
Kay.
Billie Kay, thank you. When all the fucking green mists got knocked out of Naomi's hair, and then I think Corey made a great Muda reference. Laughed my ass off. Fucking great.
You're welcome.
Kevin's hair is LOL for Anaconda Vice.
Yeah, I need a haircut bad.
Full on Saxton. Daniel Price agreeing with you. Big E LOL for Justin. I'm right there with you guys. I thought take your pick of the part with New Day and Booker and all of that. The Booker's court was all LOL for me. One more time, save 10%. collarandelbowbrand.com. Save 10% with the promo code marked out at checkout. All one word, all caps. It is time, Kevin,
to get dirty.
You've been fucking bragging all damn day. Let's see if you... for those at home and on YouTube, I just want you guys to think of this segment as how Kevin ruins a segment.
I have a lot here. A lot. Gonna get really dirty today.
Is it?
Gonna get dirty.
No, don't do that.
No.
Just stop.
That can be my thing.
No, it shouldn't be.
Cash and Stike are talking about R-Truth. That guy's funny. I mean, he's turned into Santino Marella, but he's funny.
Yeah.
He's TNA's first champ. I think that's why Vince wants to make a mockery of him.
Yeah.
This R-Truth thing is pretty funny, though. I mean, every week.
That's what I just fucking said.
I know. I like it, though.
Daniel Price wants to get Great Muda to come mist you, Kevin.
Great.
I would fucking...
go fund me on that one, Daniel Price.
I'd pay for that.
Yeah. We'll kick in.
Yeah.
Mud Report.
Yeah, that's your shit.
PW Insider is reporting that Undertaker will be at next week's Raw taping in Columbus, Ohio, most likely to hype his match with Triple H at Super Showdown in Melbourne, Australia on October 6th. With Shawn Michaels also appearing on Raw, we might see the announcement of HBK being special referee
You know, does WWE know that when we say we want the Attitude Era back, we mean the style of writing, not the wrestlers?
Right, right.
I love seeing.
We want the
Scott
booking
Hall.
of the Attitude Era.
You don't like seeing drunk Scott Hall come out and do the.
No,
the
I don't want to see crotch chops from guys who have a hard time bending their knees.
I'm actually really good with like Hunter filling that void of being the one-a-year Mania guy who shows up. Hunter's good. Let's go with Hunter. It's his time.
Yeah.
But Taker, dude.
Hunter's still in really good shape, and Hunter's not over 50.
Right.
Okay. Over 50, I don't need to see you every year. But once a year.
Yeah.
And I certainly don't want you to be promoting this New Zealand thing. The only thing that I can fucking think of is that because they don't really go to New Zealand, they had to pick two guys they know they've heard of. And that's how they're pumping the shit out of this. And Cena wasn't available.
I don't know, man.
Because they did Cena and Triple H in Saudi.
No, Australia knows what's going on right now.
That's what I think, but why would they bring back this matchup should have ended and stayed ended at WrestleMania 28, Hell in a Cell, Shawn Michaels as the guest referee. Why they are reviving it? This is like a comeback album when you don't need one. They're like, oh, fuck, they need money. Billy Joel's putting out another album.
Okay.
What else, Kevin?
Neville was spotted in Pittsburgh last week, leading to speculation that he could be signing a new deal with WWE to work on a brand other than 205 Live. Guess that means he isn't all in after all.
Now, precedent, Kevin. Okay?
Yeah.
You got to go with precedent. Precedent has the Hardys doing whatever the fuck they wanted and going to a big event literally the day before they showed up at WrestleMania and were given the tag titles. Now, I know the Hardys have a lot of history with WWE, and that's why they gave them the tag titles on their debut, but so does Neville. I wouldn't be surprised if he does All In and then shows up at WWE.
Yeah, but I don't know if McMahon wants All In to be successful.
It doesn't matter.
It's a little bit different.
It doesn't matter. He wants a commodity that was just exposed to a customer base that isn't his to then debut on his product, just like the Hardys.
So you're saying he wants him to wrestle it All In?
Yes.
And
then he wants his contract to start with him so that he's relevant in the fans of the All In to see him do a great match there. And now he does it. That's how Drew got popular.
So I
to
think
come
you're
back.
saying that.
That's how Cassius Ohno got popular to come back.
So you're saying Vince is All In?
No. I'm saying Vince is trying to steal other people's products because that's what he's done lately. Only Hunter has created his own lately. Vince is stealing.
Well, if it brings Kenny Omega to WWE, I'm happy.
Vince is George Steinbrenner. Hunter is Tony La Russa.
I don't want to know. Who'd you just say?
Neville?
No.
Omega.
Yeah, I don't want to see a WWE version of Omega.
No. I don't want to see them ruin it. What I want to see is I want to see an NJPW version of all of these where it's got at least 1 hour, 2 hour show a week on a cable network here in the States to give Vince a wake-up call to do more. I want to see competition. Not, I'm going to create two brands, SmackDown and Raw, pretend like they're different and we have competition, and then we're going to share a pay-per-view. WCW and WWE never shared a pay-per-view. ECW, like the real when they were separate. I'm not talking about Invasion. Creating two brands and then pretending that they're different, but booking. Vince, you're out of your mind. You need real competition. What else? Move on.
Looks like the women are set for a few days off after the Evolution pay-per-view on October 28th, as WWE is apparently heading to Saudi Arabia in the first week of November. They recently rescheduled 2 live events from the upcoming European tour to May 2019.
You talk so fast.
I love this.
What?
Are they going to get paid for it, Kevin? Women getting paid for another day off because we're going to Saudi?
I know.
Rob,
What
I seem to
What kind of hate shit is that? Why do you not want them to get paid?
If you're not booked that night, you don't get paid.
Okay.
It doesn't matter about the gender. That's what I'm saying. You are giving them the exception. I want to know. Somebody look this fucking up. If you really want me to.
Well, they can't perform.
I don't think Sami Zayn got paid.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're paying everybody who can't perform that night, look up and find out if Sami Zayn got paid that night.
That's a choice, though. That's a little bit different, isn't it?
It's a choice not to get killed. Yeah, you're right. Sami made the choice not to die.
That's fair. I forgot about that.
That's fair. Yeah, you fucking idiot.
Well, there were other people who didn't want to go because they didn't like the way that Saudis treat women.
Sammy's not allowed in the country. Okay, he's not allowed in the country. Had he gone in the country, he probably would have been.
I just don't know why you care.
I forgot about that.
I mean, why is it a big story? The girls got compensated because they weren't able to be at a live event that the guys were able to do.
Because here's my point.
No, you don't get to jump in when somebody says 4 words.
Go for it.
All right? You always lose your point when you got to correct him, too. I forgot.
He's a corporate guy. That's why.
Me? Yeah. No. Okay, Evolution. Doesn't matter what fucking country it is. The guys are told they're not allowed to work that night.
Why do you care?
Do they get paid? Do all the guys get paid some part of that pay-per-view revenue?
Why are you hating on people getting money?
Do the guys get paid for their pay-per-view revenue?
Does it matter?
Because WWE is making like a big deal. And by the way, all that money that we got from the Saudi prince, you said you found some conspiracy theory ties to.
I don't want to do conspiracy theories. It's not fucking Trumpville.
It's the Mud Report. It's the best time to do conspiracy theories.
There was some money trail that led back to the Saudi prince. I don't remember the specifics. I was in an altered state of mind.
Berto,
stop! Why can't you just? Why do you care that the women got paid? Like fucking good for them.
Because I don't.
No, be happy for all of our fucking fellow human beings.
You're forgetting the final part of this is that they got paid to not work a day in Saudi Arabia. And guess what? Then they got on whether they went there or not. When they got back to America, they went back to being underpaid. Okay, so it's a double standard that we're all going to say WWE took care of us and because we couldn't work the Saudi pay-per-view. But now that we're back here, we make 1/5 of what the top part of the roster is.
You sound like a real dick right now.
Think about it. The top.
I'm thinking about it. You think a real dick.
Look at the top paid male versus the top paid female.
Stop. You can't just ramble and fucking hijack the goddamn show because you want to get your point out. Don't.
I'm not hijacking.
Yeah. No. Calm down. Quit hating on the girls. They got paid.
I'm hating on WWE.
I'm still fucking talking, man. Jesus fucking Christ. The girls got paid money. Great for them. I hope that it helped their lives in some kind of a way.
Me too.
Maybe they gave it to charity. Maybe they bought a fucking snow ski. Maybe they just fucking bought a bunch of oodles and noodles and packed away in a fucking cabin somewhere. I don't fucking know. Good for you. You got some money. And you know what? Some people like Dickface Adams going to say, you don't deserve it. People like me are going to say, yeah, give it to him. I understand the point. Just fucking stop. Stop hating on him.
My point is that the WWE got a lot of currency for being whatever and for making sure that the women got paid. And it's a bullshit currency that they got out into the world because the bottom line is after that event, where they looked really good because they stood up for gender equality against the Saudis by paying the women and everything's great. And then back home, they're underpaid again. Oh, we're so good with the genders, but we're not going to pay them as if they're equals.
Okay, good story.
Your top female talent, Charlotte Flair, is not making anything near what Roman's making, is my point. But sure, you want to just gloss over that that's my actual point in all this? Sure.
I'm staying out of this.
He's like a woman. He just keeps going.
I'm like a woman.
I'm just going to talk about my same point 20 different ways until you just bash it in your head.
You've never gone against my actual point. You've gone against the points you think I'm making.
No, because
you've squashed
those.
Right there, you haven't squashed my actual point.
You're still talking. No, I can't squash your points and talk to you. I debate you because you don't shut up. Once you begin on a speaking path, you go for 5 minutes at full force. I'm not talking 20 miles an hour. You're going 70, Mach fucking 1, right down the fucking lane. You can't. Nobody can sneak in with their words because you're loud and fucking aggressive and sound like a big douchebag sometimes. So I'm just saying, if you shut up, then we can have a conversation. But when you hijack, who wants to talk to you? And then you're like, you motherfuckers ain't got nothing to say. Ha ha, I'm right. You hear it, and you keep talking.
Mika Meach says, great impersonation.
Thank you. Sorry. I'm sorry. I went on a rant there. My bad.
That was a good rant.
This is like, Bang Bus has it on the head. He says, this is like WNBA and NBA salary argument. It is. But nobody fucking compares them to be actually comparable when you talk about WNBA and NBA because the revenue that they generate is completely separate.
Right.
So the argument of what they need to make versus the revenue is on the same scale. WWE is a shared product. Women get the main event. They got the main event tonight. They're not making the same.
Well,
but they want to pretend they are. But WWE is making that money. They're not sharing it equally with the top tier.
I guarantee that the women are catching up.
And that is what Berto says. He says Charlotte and Sasha will be making that money in 3 years when they're in that spot to make the money. Right now, they're not in that spot. And so he's actually got a really good point there, Berto. Unlike Rob, thank you, somebody to argue my point and have a good reason behind it. If chicken and an egg, I guess is what he's saying. If they give them more and more main events and bigger spot, then they'll be worth more. Right now, they're not paid that way. So that's a good argument.
Other Kevin had a good point. Sable,
what did he
got
say?
Paid.
Who?
Sable.
Sable got paid for Playboy.
That's why I laughed.
That's what she got.
Can you say bang bang?
Yeah. Well, sorry. At first, I want to do this because he's
an angry elf.
He's over there pouting.
I'm not pouting. You're fucking wrong.
Speaking to the Roman show, Alberto El Patron or Del Rio or whatever the hell you want to call him discussed how he believes he'll one day return to WWE for one last hurrah. Quote, I am sure I'll be back one day before I decide to retire. I'll return to have a final run. Maybe I'll be able to work with all those wrestlers I used to work with in that company. Insert Michael Scott yelling, no, God, no, at Toby. Gif here.
Justin says, give the women a house show in Europe while the guys are in Saudi. That's a good one. And Attack on Castleman is joining us on Twitch. That's somebody new, so I'm going to read his comment if that's all right with you, Rob.
I don't give a fuck.
If you think Charlotte deserves Roman-type money, you're a moron. No, I don't think Roman deserves Roman-type money, just to be clear. But I think that pretending that they're equal is what WWE is trying to say when their salaries clearly are not, is what I have a big problem with. Attack on Castleman. I don't think either are worth the money.
You price people for their value to you.
Okay.
Right.
And
I'm with you on your point.
Yeah.
I'm saying that you price people to their value. You know, LeBron James got the big fucking check not because he was the best basketball player, it's because he drew more people to that fucking to want to buy that team shit.
How many people do you think Alberto Del Rio would bring back? To the
None.
WWE?
At this point, none. Because this would be his third time around. So I would say none. And
no value.
It's kind of like you ever been Rob's a child of divorce. You ever been
the fuck?
It's like WWE took Paige's side. Alberto Del Patron, Rio, whatever, is dead to them. The motherfucker, the night they gave him the title, said he was going to retire within 4 years. That was 9 years ago.
Still going.
Yeah, but he's a Vince guy, according to what he says. He says Vince wants him back.
Oh, I'm sure Vince is like kind of Trump-esque, like, I'm just going to send you away for a while, but I'm going to bring you back because, God damn it, I don't care what you said. Fuck the fags. Get him. Yeah.
Juan's got a good question on the board. So he says, Rob, how much is Adam worth to you? Keep in mind, my streak's probably at like 100 shows now.
I don't know. What do you mean worth to me?
Yeah, what am I worth to you?
A hair penny? What's it called, a hay penny?
A hay penny?
What's my scale? Oh, 10,000 suns.
I don't know. If you had money, what would I be worth to you? To host this program, I guess is what he's saying.
Oh, as far as what you do right here?
Yeah.
I mean, you're replaceable.
Oh wow! Fuck you, dickhead. A hay penny and it kind of is laughing.
It's because you don't learn your shit.
Doesn't matter. Perfect 11 wins. He says it's cool, Rob. Most of us didn't get into wrestling because we had great lives at home.
No. Don't touch me. Oh, wait, sorry.
Attack on Castleman. Women can't carry a show. Don't believe me. Watch Evolution. It'll think faster than a Eugene match. KO's voice when he returns is going to be Heyman. We talked about that, is what Castleman says on the Mud Report.
Excuse me, sir.
That would be awesome. Then he doesn't need a best friend because he has his advocate. Back to what you said, though, about the Evolution match. I hope that Renee Young and somebody else, only women, maybe Lita, who cares? No, she's wrestling. They do all commentary. I want to see all women refs. You can have like men do cameramen and stuff like that, but I want it to truly be an all women show.
That'd be cool.
Refs and announcers. I don't care about timekeepers and stuff like that. But,
okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
Make it go overboard. No Michael Cole anywhere near the fucking building, please.
Wait, what month is it? When is it?
October.
Evolution's
October 23rd.
28th.
God damn it.
28th.
That means they're gonna do it. That's Susan Coleman, right? October.
Susie.
So we're gonna be fucking pink. So that's your excuse to use pink for the pay-per-view. Pink everywhere. It's for the movies.
Uh-oh.
We all aware. We're aware.
Berto's got a theory on our show. He's figured out the marked out formula. He says Rob and Adam are both alphas and can't be co-hosts on the same show. That's why when Rob or Adam are without the other, it's a calm show. So what you're saying is when I am without Rob, because Rob hasn't been without me in I don't know how long, because I haven't missed a show in forever. And Daniel Price says I'm worth a jar of hummus and a half-eaten box of Girl Scout cookies. Thanks. That's more than Rob was going to do. Hey, Penny, asshole.
Hey, Penny.
Michael Cole's already confirmed for the Evolution pay-per-view, Cashmere says. Then what the fuck was the point of letting Renee do commentary?
She'll be on.
Wait, no, who's going to be? What?
Michael Cole is fucking booked.
Yeah, but can anybody else do a play-by-play?
You got to have one man there to steal the boat.
Let Renee Young just talk. Okay, just let her talk.
They do call it the man in the boat.
All right.
What else you got?
Per mandatory.com, Velveteen Dream has taken to social media in order to send an interesting message to the WWE Universe. Dream told followers to stop blaming billionaires in reference to how the WWE treats their talent and that it's up to the performers themselves to reach the next level. The now since deleted tweet read the following. Signed, a true professional. Dear consumer, I, spelled E-Y-E, am an independent contractor and not a paid representative for the WWE. With that said, don't be afraid. WWE isn't to blame. When given an opportunity on live cable/network television to entertain and be a star, all bold in caps, either you can or you can't. Stop blaming billionaires because your favorite can't do it on their own. The showbiz ain't for everyone. Hashtag thanks Obama. That was added by me.
The hashtag was?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's funny.
Rob, go first.
I'm sorry, he threw me off with the hashtag. It really fucked up my perspective.
I mean, so yeah, I don't know. I tried to look into why he tweeted this, what the backstory was.
When did he tweet this? When was it?
I think. I mean, the story came out today. So
but it doesn't say when he tweeted it.
Is this the next chapter of the hashtag Vince Call Me Up pants that he wore?
Be.
Is it?
But he got in trouble for that, didn't he? Wasn't Vince pissed about that?
I would rather see Renee Young and Beth Phoenix without Michael Cole, boys.
The question on this, assuming that it is him, or obviously it is, right? It is him. So what are the consequences here? Nothing? Or is he going to get in trouble?
Well, he deleted the tweet.
Well, still.
Which I guess means nothing in the real world. But
no, his comment's out there.
Right. But I don't know.
What's weird, though, is his comment is
it's not bad.
Defending Vince.
Yeah, it's not bad.
But
maybe they don't want the wrestlers to be – Vince like, look, thank you, but I'll fucking fine. I don't need you to do shit for me.
So they said take it down, slap on the wrist.
Yeah.
No big deal because he didn't go against the boss.
And your character, your role here, you were too visible to do that kind of stuff.
And keep in fucking mind, okay, Rob and I are old enough to get this reference. Designing Women had a gay black man on there that was portrayed by Mesach Taylor, who also was the character Hollywood in the 2 Mannequin movies. He looks and kind of acts exactly like Dream. And describing that is somewhat accurate. And if anyone described it, you would be like, that's got to be one of the worst fucking gimmicks I've ever heard for a wrestler. And it kind of is a terrible gimmick assignment. I know there are suicide gimmicks like Mama for Shelton Benjamin, but I thought this was one of them. And Dream has turned it into fucking, he's just owned it in a whole new way that I never thought possible. Like, I don't know if it's just because I set the bar so low, but he's elevated himself with what I think is a pretty lame gimmick outside of him playing it. If someone else were in that role, I don't think it'd be successful. What,
No.
Rob?
Nothing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Honestly, if anything, it sounds like what you guys are always arguing with me about when I blame creative, and you guys say, well, The Rock could come out and do that promo, and it would be great.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
Rob's go-to.
I don't say Rock.
It's like the equivalent of the Hitler argument for
No, I'm just saying
anything that's bad.
I'm just saying,
Yeah, for killing a
even
kid.
bad,
Hitler
even
would
bad
do that.
gimmicks could get over if they were done in a correct manner.
And so that's what I think he's saying. Stop blaming billionaires because your favorite can't do it on their own.
Okay.
The showbiz ain't for everyone.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. All right.
I mean,
I have one.
My thing is sometimes they pull the plug without giving anyone a real opportunity. Now, with that said, who knows what's happening on the house shows? Maybe they're giving them tons of opportunity out there, and they're just floundering. I don't know.
Bang, bang!
Last one via Sportscapedia. Maria Kanellis sent out a series of tweets talking about how she thinks the Divas title should be brought back as part of the women's division.
Oh.
Quote, the Divas champions have value. They are part of the evolution of women in the WWE. She continues adding that, I'd have all 3 titles just like the IC or the US. Why not have several opportunities for women to become champions? Well, Maria, because then Adam would have to try harder to ignore them on this show.
Oh.
That's why.
Oh, preach it. Wow. Wow.
I wasn't listening. I just heard my name at the
Oh,
end.
come
Come
on.
on.
You want to repeat it? Go for it.
She's saying that they should bring back the Divas title.
I heard that part. Then I tuned out.
Then I said because then you'd have to try harder to ignore women on this show.
But why would
I didn't have to try that hard. You said divas, and I tuned right the fuck out.
we evolved past being divas. Evolution.
Would you be okay if they took the actual divas on the division, like Lana?
I was thinking the same.
And Maria Kanellis, and
So,
gave them
okay,
their own little
Carmella?
title to Carmella.
Yeah, I want all the whores over here, please. and we'll take all
Dana
the wrestlers
Brooke.
over here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Alicia Fox.
Oh,
Mickey-
no, honey, come on.
The Iconics would be pretty
There you
good
go.
for that.
Iconics could be multi-time diva champ. Send the Bellas over there.
Yeah, this is funny having 3 white men discuss this, but I guarantee that if you tell the women that you guys are going to go have your own division in divas, you're going to get your ass slapped more times than none.
Well, do you think that they should? But to her point,
They wanna wrestle.
To her point, the Divas did do something in getting to where we are today.
Okay.
By eliminating that belt, are you discrediting everything that they did?
No,
in the
you've
past?
retired that belt. So the hardcore champion had no prestige. It didn't hold the test of time.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Well, they watered it down by the 24/7 rule.
I'm just saying. Okay.
I mean, I don't think anyone's like, oh, do you remember that European run by D'Lo Brown? That was fucking great. I mean, nobody's acting like European championship title runs and hardcore championship title runs are meaningless.
Yeah,
meaningful.
I forgot the topic. Go ahead.
Do you think the women should have any other belt that's lesser than the
No.
Not yet.
SmackDown
No.
Not yet.
No.
Not yet.
No.
Not
really don't?
yet.
No.
Ever?
Ever. I think
Oh, wow. You are such a pig. Go ahead.
no. If they're gonna do like they're seemingly doing and heading to tag, that's it's one or the other. What would happen if you had a tag champ for women and 2 singles champs, and you've got 10 of them on the roster, and 4 of them have belts? 40% of your division has titles. That's too much. That's where I'm against it. If the men did the same thing, which is seemingly where we're going fast.
No, here's. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, don't be sorry. That's what you're supposed to do.
Because
Nobody
what
else
do we
gets it.
always complain about on this show with the women? That they always throw them into these massive 4-on-4s or 3-on-3s.
Right.
We have no Asuka tonight. That's why another belt. I'm not saying it should be the Divas belt, but you could have another belt just to have more feuds.
We had that talk. We had that talk when the division kind of first started popping out. We talked about this a few times about having a mid-card belt.
If they were combined rosters, fine. There'd be enough women that it would be worth it.
What I'm
Put it
saying,
on Raw.
But I'm saying right now you could not do it. I don't think there's enough right now. But in 2 years' time, you could have a deep enough roster for women.
I mean, we don't even get Asuka. on the
Imagine
show.
if they combine the roster.
They're going to have to make changes soon to how to hold all the talent they have.
If they combine the roster back to what they did before, and they always tried to get The Rock and Stone Cold when they were both on Raw and SmackDown constantly. Fuck that. Do the NXT style. You got 5 hours to feature your whole roster every week. They don't have to be featured on both shows.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you have to have a separate roster, and that's where you get your women. That's where you get your mid-card, because now you got 20 fucking women on the roster. Now I'm okay with the mid-card belt, because you got 10 that aren't chasing the title otherwise. Make them your mid-card. When you have 10 with the bottom 5 are your mid-card, and it's all about the numbers, Kevin. It has to be all about the numbers, is why I'm against the mid-card.
That's fine.
That's why the men have it, because there's so fucking many of them.
Yeah.
What's next? Is that it?
That was it.
Bang, bang.
Oh, well, I guess if that's all we got, then it's time for this.
This day in wrestling history.
JD, we're going to possibly consider you for the Hulk Hogan treatment when it comes to the Hall of Fame and make sure you never get in there. Why? There's no this day in wrestling history tonight. Do you know why, Kevin?
Because maybe Medine didn't show up again.
That is partially why. Rob, take it home. Why is there no this day in wrestling history?
Because Medine's not here.
Again, that's partially why. I'll finish it off for you guys. It's because the Y Table fan line has been shut down and he can't call in. He was going to do it tonight. He sent me a text. He cannot get through because we had to uninstall it because the one bad apple spoiled the bunch and we had to take down the fan line. And therefore, we got no this day in wrestling history. Teddy, I know you're crying. You're going to have to get over it.
You get nothing.
I didn't think.
You lose. Good day, sir.
I didn't think the spirit of Chris Benoit was a bad apple.
It wasn't a bad apple.
He's gotten a little bit out of control.
It became the timing of it. We're trying to do a segment, and he wants to call it. And when it's at the end, final thoughts, free for all, fuck it. We're no longer, we're just fucking loose at the end, and we don't give a shit. Call in, make it funny, do something fun. I'm sure the people who listen to this podcast love when we don't trail off into oblivion and we give them something at the end. That's great. Good laughs there. He was calling in while I'm trying to intro. He was calling in once. It was fucking hilarious that he did it to Rob. Then it became like his thing. And we couldn't even take the sound off. And if you think me talking throws Rob off a loop, add in sound effects and horns and stuff of a ringer, he lost his train of thoughts. And he even had a script for that shit.
Right. Fucked up. Sad.
Yeah. So
I'm sorry.
That's why we didn't get this day in wrestling history. It is
they have
not
phones in
Medine's
hell.
fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris Benoit is who Teddy's blaming. The day the music died on Marked Out podcast, Juan says, Anaconda Vice, damn, that sucks. I was going to call and say what up. Oh, yeah, now that the line's gone, you're finally going to call?
Oh, we were all going to call. I was gonna buy something on collarandelbowbrand.com, but, then I saw the checkout button and I said no.
Yeah, and I realized I couldn't spell, and I wanted my wardrobe to not be diverse like Kevin's.
MARKDOUT?
Is that how it's spelled, Kevin? Do you know how to spell?
Marked out.
Yeah.
It's elbow and something dot. I don't even.
You're so
You should
horrible.
have faded to black right under
Elbow
that.
and collar.
It's a hole, the collar and the elbow.
This is
my internet broke last time I tried to order a shirt with the 10% discount.
Really? Now you're going to tell our audience that
using promo code marked out.
Now
wrestling.
you're just acting like our promo code's a virus. Now you just killed our fan base.
Oh, let's shit all over the sponsor.
Yeah. We got a partnership here. Not for long. Watch me. I'm Kevin. I'll fuck it up.
Thank you, Noah's Arcade. Appreciate that.
Yeah. Hey, Kevin, this is what I got for you.
You're fired.
So no more shit in the middle. Now hiring Marked Out co-host for Tuesdays. It's final thought time. Teddy just made me realize Chris Benoit's death is the reason WWE went PG, so he's the reason we have shit product now. Domino effect.
Wow, he killed the music.
I don't think so, Berto, because I think all the movements of social media and everybody being butthurt about everything has killed a lot of what they're willing to push and do. NXT seems to be willing to do whatever they want because you have to have a subscription there. It's like HBO. HBO never cared. You got to buy their channel, so they don't care.
Yeah.
Hustler, you got to buy their magazine. They don't care. Everybody's that way. I have used the promo code 10 times, Stike says. Bullshit, Stike.
We see it, motherfucker.
Yeah. We know how many times it's been used. I'm not going to tell you the astronomical number.
It's massive.
Let's just say
it's on the video.
Yeah.
Nice.
What's on there?
The link.
Oh yeah. Look, point to it. See? You can point straight up, Kevin. Just like Rob's doing. Backwards. Kind of tilt your finger. There you go. No. Less to yourself and more up. Yeah, this is terrible radio. Final thoughts. If you're on the YouTube show, you can make fun of Kevin and Rob trying to point at something they can't see that is only existing in the ethereal world. We're still on Bubba Radio Army, aren't we?
Yeah.
10 o'clock Sundays.
For now.
Check us out. Yeah. Does collar and elbow have do-rags? I don't know, Bang Bus. Look that shit up. Final thought time. Rock winning the Royal Rumble. So that Rock versus Reigns happens at Mania is the final thought for Anaconda Vice. Hey, that is a great thought. It's probably true, but it sickens me, and I'm putting you in timeout for it.
You're welcome.
Kevin, you got a final thought for us?
I like when Rob is on the show. I think you should join in again.
Fuck off.
Yeah, you're such a fucking kiss ass to everybody that's not me. Oh, somebody join my side that'll help stick up for me.
I think you're just a
so
little
that I don't
butthurt
steamroll them.
Because you had to say I was right tonight.
That's just...
Please,
and the fact that you have to admit that I'm right when Rob's here, not a coincidence.
Wait, you know
Bye, Juan.
that wasn't a work. You know that was just a dig on Rob by agreeing with you. I didn't actually agree with you, right? I agreed with Rob.
So you want Rob to...
No, I used you to dig on him. That's all.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
Yeah.
You're just jealous because me and Rob are the new best friends.
Final thought, Kevin is the Skip Bayless of Marked Out. How do you feel about that?
Skip Bayless is a Patriots and a Tom Brady fan. So I'm happy
so
with
it
that.
makes sense. You're all stupid. Kevin and Brian for...
LeBron doesn't have the clutch gene.
Hey, Double G Gaming says Kevin and Brian for Takedown 2K18. Bring it back. Just put Brian and Kevin on there.
Yeah, sure.
Teddy says, you banned Vice, Adam. I sure did. He made me disgusted. He's banned for 300 seconds for suggesting the Samoan main event at Mania. Because the reality is he's probably right. So I just don't want to be reminded of it before Rumble happens.
You're such a dick.
I know. He'll get over it. Anaconda Vice is a New Yorker. He knows I don't hate his people. I just hate his comments. Is that vape, Rob, working for you? Berto says, yeah, we have. How long's it been? Are we nearing 2 months? You and I, we haven't smoked cigarettes. We've been vaping. How long's that going? We got to get a sponsor for that shit.
2 months now. Yeah. I haven't had a craving at all.
No.
Went to Cookout this past weekend. Everybody was smoking. I was good.
I went to where the fuck was I? Oh, I went to Common Market.
Yeah.
Here's a plug there. Everybody was smoking everywhere. It was grossed me out. I had to leave. I was almost excited that it grossed me out.
Yay, high five for us.
Yeah, but doesn't vape do something else to your lungs and like?
Well, we don't know yet.
Yeah, we don't know.
But I haven't even
Time will tell.
I haven't smoked my vape at all.
Yeah.
Oh, except for this one.
Yeah. Agent Orange.
Yeah, this is my medicine.
Agent Orange. We didn't know what that did for a while. Now look at the mutant babies like Kevin that come out. Kevin, was your final thought done?
It's done.
Oh, Berto says our high five was gay, but he loved it anyway.
It was great.
Crowd's gonna turn on Rock so we can put Roman over. Bangwith says, you know what, Bangwith? You know, I am, if nothing, an equal opportunity person. I'm putting you in timeout too, talking about Roman and The Rock. That's my new law at the end of the show. I'm just gonna put you in timeout if you want to talk about that.
Maybe
Final thoughts not related to that. Rob, go.
I got nothing.
Really?
No, okay. It's amazing to me how bad. I already knew Raw was a bad product, but seeing SmackDown tonight made me go, "Wow, my standards are low," because SmackDown was great.
Well, yeah, 10 minutes
beginning
in.
to end.
Yeah, because last night you kind of defended Raw and thought it was a decent show, and then you saw what a real show looks like. Yeah. So I'm glad to see you coming over to the dark side.
That came out kind of awkward, but okay, yeah.
Yeah,
and they can main event on SmackDown with a women's match, and it's awesome.
Hey, did you know there's a women's pay-per-view coming up?
Yeah, hey, do you remember the date?
It's about a week away. It was a month away. Damn, it didn't come out right.
Are you making fun of my accent?
No, he was trying to do a Becky thing. Kevin's not Canadian. He can't say ours.
Oh, whatever.
Ours. You say, I parked my car at Harvard Yard. That's what Kevin can't say. Say that.
I'm not going to do the accent. I could do the accent if I wanted to, but I'm not going to sound like Ben Affleck.
Do it.
No, not on the spot.
No, I'm not asking you to fucking do Good Will Hunting. I don't care about The Departed. Fucking do.
Park my car in Harvard Yard.
That wasn't as good as I thought.
Park my car in Harvard Yard.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it like that.
Why not?
I'm not drunk.
He's got a puke.
You could. You could be. Here. What's that Foster's you like to drink?
Foster's can was really funny. I can't believe you guys didn't laugh at that.
No.
I owed Medine a Guinness, and I brought him a Foster's.
I'm really just stalling to see if Bang Bus or Anaconda Vice, when they come out of timeout, say anything funny and get pissed off. My final thought is very simple. The pay-per-views that you have time to build between are always better.
Can they still hear us on timeout?
Yes.
Okay.
They're always better because they have a better build. Just like the greatest Royal Rumble had no build because it was right between two other pay-per-views. This Showdown shit is the same way. The reason they're hyping Taker and Triple H is because it might be the only match of any consequence there. Because the rest of that shit is going to be either a replay of Hell in a Cell or the pay-per-view afterwards is going to be a replay of it. One or the other is going to be happening. It's not going to be entirely unique except for Undertaker and Triple H. So that's why they're making such a big deal. Now, if Undertaker comes out looking like fucking Bryan pre-surgery next week on Raw, it's going to hurt the hype more than it's going to enhance the hype. He's got to look lean, mean, and ready to fight because Hunter is still jacked. Hunter is still in good shape. Maybe his stamina, like his cardio to do an hour-long match, isn't where it used to be, but his muscle, tone, definition, body, I'm sure his ring work ethic, I'm sure he gets in sometimes and runs the ropes. I'm sure that's still there. He can still go. Ken Taker. Rob, real quick, vote. Do you think this will be a revival of some of Taker's legacy or hurt it?
Oh, hurt it.
It has to hurt it.
That's what I think.
He's old as fuck.
That's what I think. Why? And this is why Shawn Michaels retired and won't come back. He said he can't do what he used to do, and he never wanted to hurt his legacy. He didn't want to stay too long. Taker stayed too long, and I hate to say it because for so long he looked great. He stayed too long. Kevin, get a fucking haircut. That's what Anaconda Vice says.
Yeah, so
it's blocking my view of Rob's broken ribs. Adam, I'll get my revenge, you penny picking bastard. So he's out of timeout.
Hey,
that's
Penny.
Great. That's my final thought. Damn, just got off work. I missed the show. 13,200 says. So basically, 13,200 just showed us that once you get banned on YouTube, you can watch us on Twitch. And if I ban you on Twitch, guess where else you can watch us? On Facebook. We're on all of them.
You shouldn't say ban. You should say timeout.
Timeout. Yeah. They said ban and got it in my head.
Whatever.
Oh, excuse me. Anyway, tune in next time. Same smart time.
That's what you're going to end your show with? That's what you're going to end your show with?
He always does that shit.
Oh, it's so crazy.
Check the tape. I actually said something in there.
No.
You just didn't hear it.
Bye.
Only dog's ears could hear it. Right, Kevin?
End on that.
Same smart time. Same smart channel.
Answer that.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
SmackDown Podcast is recorded, edited, distributed, and marketed at U-Record Studios in Charlotte, North Carolina. For more information on optimizing your podcast for increased listenership, check out U-Record on Facebook, Twitter, and email sales@urecordstudios.com or visit the website www.urecordstudios.com.
Yes! 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 Yes!
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.